Hello everyone, I'm Jeff Stanley with Standley Handcrafted, and today we're going to be talking about how to properly price your candles. Now this is something that comes up quite a bit in some of the comments through the comment section down below. It definitely comes up a lot in the DIY group, and of course it just comes up in just kind of casual conversation and definitely the workshops that we do. And that's kind of why I wanted to dive a little bit deeper into this one, kind of give people a better understanding of why it's important to properly price your candles and put them high enough up to where not only that you make a profit, but to give yourself some room to do things like offering deals or going into wholesale or including things like packaging. Now what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be talking about the 8-ounce jelly jar. It's probably the most common one in the group, so I'm going to talk about this one and why it's important to properly price this one. And the other reason I'm choosing this one is just not only because everybody uses it, but it's a candle that it's a candle size that you're going to find at a lot of different shops. So it's going to match up. So even if you don't use the jelly jar, you're probably using something around that size. So the cost will be around the same, or it'll kind of make sense. And then I'm going to go into this one and talk about the cost, bumping it up for wholesale, bumping it up for retail, and some of the things that you should think about and why you want to keep your prices up. Now, a lot of people, when they get into candle making, they'll make a candle like this, and a lot of people actually feel bad for bumping your prices up or having them really high. Now, you can definitely price this candle at a point where you would definitely feel bad for having it. If I put this on a shelf for $30, I mean, obviously the nice and the profit margin is good, but I would actually feel pretty bad. Like, I know this candle doesn't cost a lot to make, so selling it for $30 is a real big stretch for people. A lot of people don't want to feel like they're taking advantage of anyone, but underpricing this one, you're taking advantage of yourself, and that's exactly why I want to do this video, because pricing yourself too low, not only are you not going to make any money, but you're really undervaluing and kind of basically putting down the work and the effort that you put into making these. So basically with this one right here, and I've got a couple more videos on this one. If you go to my website, standleyhandcrafted.com, I've got a calculator that shows how to calculate the material cost for just this candle. And a lot of people have pointed out in the video, which is not something I put in the video on purpose, and that's a lot of the extra cost that goes into this one and why you should bump it up a little bit more. So this candle by itself comes out to around like $2.52, 53 cents. But I'm gonna go ahead and cap it at $2.50 just to make this demo easy. And obviously, depending on how many supplies you're getting, the size of your order, if you're getting them all from one supplier, you can definitely get the cost on this down to around $2.50 and sometimes even lower. But if you're buying these materials just one piece at a time, your cost is gonna go up on this. And I've got some notes right here that I'm gonna go over. So the material cost on that one alone is $2.50. Now that doesn't take into consideration you going out, spending your time, getting materials, driving back and forth, your hourly rate to make those things. So I'm going to run this through and do it two different ways. So if we were to make this candle material cost only, not factoring anything else, you're going to be looking at $2.50 for material cost. And then wholesale is normally double that cost. So you're looking at $5 for wholesale. So if you wanted to sell these to a retail shop, they would then take that wholesale price and double it again. So you're looking at $10. So material cost is $2.50, wholesale would be $5, and retail would be $10. And the reason why I want to get that one out there is because I have seen a lot of people sell those exact same candles for $6 and $8. Not that you can't sell them for that, but you're really putting yourself at a disadvantage, which is why I want to go into this video. You're not making very much money, and you don't give yourself a lot of room to play with in case somebody wants to make a big order, they want some kind of discount, or if you're offering things like free shipping, or if you wanted to offer free shipping, you've got no room in your profit margin to kind of do those things. So again, material cost, $2.50, wholesale would be $5, retail would be $10. And again, a lot of people do that. I actually have some of these candles. I take them to markets. I do them for $10, which is why I'm in the process of switching out this line, bringing in a new line, and bumping the prices up to where they should be. And I've done that on some other candles. And I just haven't phased out the jelly jar because they're so easy to make, and a lot of people around here pick them up. But let's say that you had this candle for $10 and you wanted to offer free shipping. Now, shipping on a candle like this, if you're using first class, not priority, because priority is going to bump this up to around 7 or 8. But if you're doing first class shipping, you can ship this candle for right around $5, usually like $4.50 to $5, depending on where it's going. Now, if you wanted to offer free shipping out of a $10 candle, you're looking at $5. So you're looking at basically $2.50 profit for yourself. Now, if you've done anything else on top of that, like driving around, running to the post office and back to drop it off, you've essentially wasted that $2.50 profit margin, or that $2.50 profit that you just made on that candle. So we're gonna go ahead and bump that one up, and I'll give you a good reason on why you wanna put those a little bit higher. If you're looking at the material cost on that candle, again, $2.50, you wanna take into consideration you're driving around, your hourly rate, how many can you make in an hour? So we're gonna go ahead and bump that one up another $1.50, and we're gonna call it $4 for material cost. Or excuse me, not material cost, but just overall cost. That includes your hourly, electricity, anything like that. We're gonna call this candle $4, which means wholesale would be $8. And of course, you're gonna find a lot of shops that just aren't gonna pay $8 for. Now, of course, you'll probably find a couple shops that probably don't wanna pay $8 for a candle, but you're gonna find plenty of shops that do, because they know that once they get the candle for $8, they turn around and sell it for $16, and they made a pretty good profit from a candle that's gonna sell very easy. So when you have that candle now at $16, it definitely gives you a lot more room to play with. Like if you were gonna offer free shipping on that candle, you just went from $16, knock off $5 for shipping, and now you're at $11. So $11 on that candle, and once you remove the $4 cost on that one, you're still looking at $7 that you've made on that candle. So even if you have to drive around a little bit, go to the post office, come back, you're still making a good profit off of that single candle. Another good reason to keep your candle cost up is if you want to do deals. Every time I go to the markets, I always list these candles for a single price, and then a lower price if you buy 4 of them at a time. Now, if you had that candle at $10, and say you wanted to offer a free candle, buy 3, get 1 free. At the $10 price, you're looking at $40 for 4 candles. Remove 1, you're looking at $30 for 4 candles. Now, once you do that, you're basically, now let's say you had that 8-ounce jelly jar at $10 and you wanted to offer the buy 3, get 1 free. You'd essentially be selling 4 candles for $30. So if you're selling 4 of those candles at $30, you're essentially making around $3 per candle. Now the material cost on that one was only $2.50, but you're not taking into consideration the driving around, the hourly rate. So that candle would still cost you around $4 to make. So if you're selling that candle for $4, so if you sold those 4 candles for $30, you're essentially looking at $7.50 per candle. And that's what you made after giving one away for free. And then of course, once you take away $4, you're looking at $3.50 profit per candle. Now, obviously, that's still a little bit of money, but it's definitely not where you want to have your profits. Now, let's take that same candle at $16 up at a better price. So if you're gonna do the buy 4, get 1 free at the $16 price, you're looking at $64 minus $16 for the price of 1 candle. So you essentially sell all 4 of those candles. Now $48 for 4 candles isn't that bad of a price. And when the candles are up higher like that, people definitely see a higher perceived value. So getting a $16 candle for free is definitely a good deal and something that people look for when they go to market. So you're essentially making $48 for 4 candles. Now divide the 48 by 4, you're looking at $12 per candle. So you basically sold those candles for $12 a piece. And then of course, once you take away the $4 material cost, you're still looking at $8 a candle. Now that's $8 profit. And of course, that's a huge jump from $3 or $3.50 per candle to $8 per candle. And then even if you did something like that and you wanted to ship those, you still have room to play with for free shipping. Now you can definitely sell, I send 4 of these out all the time. The shipping is right around $8. So you're only losing another $8 out of your profit to ship these for free. And then of course, even if you have your candles up at a higher price like that, it definitely allows you to do kind of nice things, seasonal things, like if you have boxes that you want to put them in. I get a lot of boxes at Michael's through the various seasons. They put them all on sale, and you can still kind of put that into your profit, and you still make a good profit off of those candles, even at like a buy 3, get 1 free deal. And then of course, if you wanted to add nicer bags or packaging or anything like that, you definitely have room in the profit margin to kind of bring those things in and not lose a ton of money. If you have those candles down at, like, I've seen them as low as $6. If you have them down as low as $6, $8, and even $10, it doesn't give you a lot of room to really expand your business or make nicer labels for those. put some extra things on them, like adding like a nice box to go around it. It definitely leaves you kind of short to do some of those things, whereas keeping your candles at a higher price just gives you a lot more freedom. And not only with packaging, but when you go to retail stores and they want a deal, you still have room to play with that. So if you're selling your candles at $8 and you know in the back of your mind it's actually costing you around $4 to make that, you've got no room to play with wholesale. If your cost is $4 on that candle and you're only selling them for $8, you almost have to sell your wholesale candle for $6, and then the retail place is only going to make $2. And I can't imagine any retail spot is going to do that to only make $2. So it's definitely something that you need to think about. So again, I was trying to run through my mind to see if there was anything else. I know there's 100 different things to think about in properly pricing your candles. I hope this was at least informative. If I missed something, I'll try to catch it up in like a part 2 of the video or an addendum or anything like that. So definitely let me know in the comments down below anything else that you can think of. And for those asking, $16 is not a high price for these. Now, obviously you can go a little bit higher than that. And that's probably something I should cover in a part 2 of this one, is definitely outpricing or overpricing your candles and just kind of pushing yourself out of the market because you have too high of a price. But with the $16 candle like that, you can also go down a little bit just to kind of match the area, because not everybody's going to live in an area where a candle like this is going to sell for $16. Now, if you're online, you can definitely find an audience that is going to have no problems paying that price. But for anybody saying that that's a too high of a price, all you need to do is look around. The audience may not be in your area, but there's definitely an area around you or again online that will sell that candle with no issues at $16. So again, if I missed something, let me know in the comments down below. I'll try to go through and answer every single one of them. And then of course, this discussion will be carried on further on the DIY Facebook group, which I have linked in the video description down below. So jump over there, sign up for the group, jump into any of the conversations that are going. And then of course, you can also follow me on any of the social media platforms that I've listed down below in the video description again. Instagram, Facebook, the website, the DIY Facebook group, and then of course my email if you want to reach out as well. So definitely reach out, say hi, and thank you for watching.